Our story begins in a far and distant land, a place ruled by houses of sentient animals and mythical creatures, an environment that is forever tipping the scales towards controversy and conflict. Grave danger lies hidden in every tavern, forest, and stranger's glance. In this kingdom, we will follow a deviant group of adventurers, brought together by chance, or perhaps by fate. This ragtag group of a turtle, a tabaxi, an otter, and a hound will travel across this great kingdom, fighting their way through the unknown and weaving a powerful destiny. This is Rolling Across the Pond.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rolling Across the Pond, Animal Kingdom. We are excited for today. I'm your GM Jesse, and I have my daughter with me. So, if you've already heard that Hermit Chronicles, she might be reprising her role. If she behaves and doesn't scream and cry out, then you might not. Or you might hear dice and stuff. Just accept it. It's gonna be in there, and it's inevitable, so yeah, enjoy.
Hello, I'm Davida, and I play Hava, the barbarian dog person, St. Bernard. He was a little confused at the moment, but, we'll see how she goes with this thing.
I'm Luke. I'm going to be playing Reader, the barbarian moose, and it's all you need to know. Is that Luke?
Well, I feel like he's aggressive today.
Is it a bad thing?
You were just very firm, and I appreciated it. But I also feared it.
Hey guys, yes, it's Lee. I play the lovely, adorable turtle warrior monk known as Goro, and yeah, some awesome things are going to happen this episode.
Yeah, and our what?
Adorable?
Interrupted?
Yeah, there's adorable for a reason, bro. There's a good family arc happening over here in a second.
Well, this family arc is already completed. There's children.
Exactly.
God has his children, and they're with him. That is
Vegan has his children. Remember that. That's our religion in this place.
Well, and our wonderful reprising guests. We only have one again today, but she's still as wonderful as ever.
Hello, I'm Ariana, and I play Chaser, the Border Collie Knight Artificer.
Today, it's going to be a bit different. We're going to do the leftover stuff we have for Hava and her crew, and then we're going to jump into a time jump, I guess. It's going to be about a month, maybe a month and a half later. It depends on, because I know Goro's team is a bit ahead. So we're going to balance it out, and they're going to be on the same time zone, same time where they come together, hopefully at the Balding Kingdom. Yeah, so hopefully this is a good episode, and they will also be leveling up, so we'll have a part of that happening. And yeah, maybe some surprises along the way. So, we're just going to jump straight in to the Redwater territories. And it is basically the next day, really quick, it doesn't have to be long at all, but what is kind of Hava's feeling? Are you in the castle? Because you already had all your stuff with you. Are you in the tent?
I'm ready to go.
With your father? Did you sleep over? Or
yeah, I would have stayed there,
okay.
I think. I don't think I would have gone back to that, the tent.
Okay. The one at the seafront.
Yeah, the seafront thing. I would have stayed in the castle,
cool.
I think.
Cool. And by castle, we mean giant tent that the king
Giant tent in. That is the king stays in. Yes, exactly.
Great.
That's what I said.
Yeah, castle. So how are you feeling after that whole encounter and stuff like that? Just a really quick sum up in your brain.
I feel like I'm probably still a little angry here. I mean, I'm starting to try and I empathize, I guess, with my father and understand kind of why he's doing this. I think I still don't believe what he did before was okay.
Sure.
The whole fact that because of his actions, basically the otter village was destroyed because he let his wizards get out of control. But I'm starting to reconcile that by just from that action that he did while we were at the feast, that he showed me that he's willing to do anything to kind of regain my trust and get rid of these wizards. Like the extent to what, like, just like literally snapping the wizard's neck, like was proof enough to Hava to realize that he would be willing to eliminate and take out the wizards that have kind of started going a little bit rampant and maybe doing things that he hasn't commanded them to do and stuff. So I think Hava is very confused because she still doesn't completely believe that what he did was okay in the beginning, but she believes that he's on the path to redeem himself in her eyes. Great. I guess.
Nice. So, bit confusing. New bed, nicer place, and yeah, that's kind of a good place to transition to Reader. You were not invited to stay at the tent.
I am perfectly fine with that.
So you're back at the ocean front.
Yes.
How are you feeling? What just.
I would say Reader's totally fine with that, just because Alross is scary. I don't know if I forget his exact size. He's still shorter than me.
He's as tall as you are if you were a moose, like on all fours.
Oh, he's taller than me?
He's as tall as you if you were on all fours.
Oh. Yeah, but even if he's shorter than me, especially my body, he's so scary. I think it's hard with social anxiety to interact with people. It's even harder when they break a table. And so he didn't even bother asking, didn't want to know anything about if I was invited to stay at the castle. So I'm going to stay by the waterfront.
Okay, cool. I guess roll perception really quick, you two. What did you get? I can hear you, Davida.
I have a 10.
19.
Well, Reader, you're kind of seeing it in more detail, but basically everybody's packing up. They're getting ready for tomorrow.
Okay. Who's nearby? Is it just...
It's the same ones that were there. No Kevin, though, today.
Has he gotten back since...
No, it's a complete. But also, Hava, you do see, in your tent, some animals have come in, some of the other Fae 9, and they've come and started packing up the tents and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably help.
That's kind of stuff. Basically the whole day is majority of the animals there are packing up to go. So you guys, Rita, you're welcome to help others if you want as well, but...
Sure. I also want to ask, there's nothing planned of us leaving, right?
Hey, what do you mean?
Do I know of any, big meetings to travel going on?
You know that everyone's leaving. You know that he's leaving tomorrow. He said that to Hava, I think, in your right. Dinner time. That he's leaving to the Volden Kingdom in 2 days' time, which was one day after.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think Reader's just being like, yeah, I'm willing to help. Oh, okay. Bye. I can help. Okay. Bye.
So then, about almost close to the end of the day, King Elros enters your tent. He doesn't even wait. He doesn't, knock or anything. He enters your tent. And, yeah, yours. Yeah, Chaser's tent. Chaser's tent. And he says, Chaser, you here? Chaser?
Yeah, over here.
Where are you sitting, standing, packing, not packing?
I think she's already packed.
Sure.
Probably doesn't know, just sitting on the ground, reading a book.
Okay. And he kind of... he's still your uncle. He wants, he's... And so what he does, he kind of sits next to you and kind of looks over your shoulder to, tilt his head the way dogs do. And he's like, what you reading?
It's a book on botany.
Do you have a moment to talk?
Absolutely. What's up?
Great. So this is, I'm not a real, beat around the bush kind of guy. And, my niece, and I love you. You're part of my family always. But I wanted to talk to you today. Remember I said yesterday that when you wanted to meet up?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Found some news. And it's time to tell you something that could be harsh or hurtful. I don't know. Basically, we found you when we were excommunicated or kicked out of this place. We found you.
You found me.
Yeah. We were traveling from island to island. We were trying to figure out, and we came across a little puppy, and that puppy was you. So we kind of brought you into our family. We just thought you were one of our own, but
Right.
it turns out we found not another you, but we found more signs of where we left you, or where we found you. We found a book and some different artifacts. I'm not sure, but yeah, so you're not our kind of Fainine.
So, my parents are not my parents. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
And why are you telling me this right now?
Because, well, first you did amazing, really helpful, and really appreciate everything you did. And to reward you / be honest with you, wanted to find something that would lead you to your family, to your actual family, and we kind of have this path that we think could lead you there. And we're going to the Volan Kingdom, and there's going to be a lot of stuff that way, and we think, it's only right to send you off if you want to go.
Well, I'm not going to pretend that this doesn't explain a lot.
Yeah, just you're wimpy, like you're a bookworm. And nothing to be offended about.
Right.
Yeah, you're not one of us.
So you want to send me?
I don't. It's up to you. If you want to go, I could have a crew and a boat ready for you. And the crew, you could lead it. You know how to sail a ship. You know how to.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What do you mean I'm not one of your kind? It doesn't make any sense.
You don't have the blood of this our race. You have Fainine. You are Fainine, but you're from something different. Maybe, hopefully something where it's not about fighting or it's about learning and knowledge and growing in that, because that's what you are. That is where your traits come from. That is where your curiosity comes from. Because we don't have that. I mean, did you see Hava? She was excited that I ripped off that guy's head.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you put that really well. Ooh, okay. What did you find?
Well, we found this notebook with not coordinates or anything, but just different projects, different artifacts, different chemicals. Yeah, just stuff I don't understand fully, and most of us don't understand.
Do you have it with you?
Yeah, here. And he just takes it from, I don't know, his satchel or something, whatever he's carrying, and just gives it to you. And it's just a very, it's not leather bound, it's like wooden bound. It's got, in a way, hieroglyphics or just different symbols that none of this world would understand.
Do I understand any of it when I look at it?
Roll insight or history. 9. No, it kind of looks. It's like you were a really young pup when you were found. So it doesn't necessarily look familiar, but I think if you spent time on it, you could definitely get to it. You could learn it.
Okay. Chaser's gonna stand up and just. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, okay. And he gets up and walks out.
She walks out first.
Oh, she does. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. He gets up and then you walk out and then he walks out.
She just can't have doesn't want to be around anyone. She needs to think.
Okay. So that's kind of that day. And I'm sorry I zoomed by it, but that's kind of that time. the next day, with everything kind of packed and most of the places done, and kind of everybody's getting into different wagons and stuff like that, obviously King Elros is going to come up to you, Hava, and he's going to go to your room in the tent, and he's going to, like, knock.
Hey, come on in.
Are you sure? I can wait out here. I don't.
No, it's fine. Come on in.
Okay,
Come on in.
okay. And he walks in. Hey, thanks for helping with all packing yesterday. It was helpful.
Yeah, you know, I try and be like my friend PJ. He was always there to help, and I learned to help out where I could because PJ was a helper. I just can't wait to see him again.
Yeah, okay, cool. He's gonna be at the Golden Kingdom?
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to ride with me? We'll have our own wagon.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure, Dad. Elros King.
Whatever you want to call me. I don't mind.
Okay. All right, Dad. Father.
That's okay. Great. Precious will be in there. Maybe Chaser and maybe Blaine Joy. I like to keep her close because she's one of us.
She's kind of. Yeah, I mean. Do you think she could ride in a different?
If that's what you want, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, she's just kind of. Yeah, like.
Okay, I mean we have plenty of those wizards. Just already they left probably last night and been making tracks for us, so we'll be okay. So I don't think they need to worry. And did Chaser go back to her tent in the end and sleep, or was she just still all night just walking?
Yeah, I'd say all night she was in her lab or whatever it's called.
Okay, on the ship.
Yeah, she didn't go back to her tent.
Okay.
And now she's out just walking the shore.
Roll perception, reader.
14.
Are you trying to be sneaky, or are you just kind of...
No, not necessarily.
Then I'd say you'd see her walking the shore. But I don't think you know why. You don't see why she is, but you can see her walking.
Okay. If that's the case, I think what I would have been doing was like just casually talking to Caesar about what was happening. I was like, yeah.
Yes!
Elros and Precious are here. We're gonna come see you. How's Baylock doing?
Yeah, Baylock's I think he's not with us. He's still gathering up troops. He said he'd be in Golden Kingdom. I don't know what's gonna happen between that situation. But yeah, it seems like a lot's going on. Are you okay?
Yeah, a lot's happening. Remember Elros? Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, you've mentioned him once or twice.
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah. He and his assistant Precious have been his right hand. Yeah. Just been casually here. He's still very spooky.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah.
Should I? Yeah. I just want to make sure that Baylock is ready with his troops for.
Yeah, he's getting animals together, and we're getting together. I mean, Goro's adding a huge morale. I don't know if it's booster, but he's ignited some flames under these guys. So, and I feel like his presence just brings a little bit of a new leadership or authority through it. So
yeah, a really important thing is. Oh, Chaser, hey! Turns off the camera.
Oh, okay. I'll leave you to it. Go get it.
I saw how. You're here. How are you?
Oh, hey, reader.
Come here often.
Yeah. It's peaceful, isn't it?
Doing alright?
Have you ever had to leave? Well, no, I guess you have. What was it like when you left home?
I'm trying to remember. It was a while ago. It was difficult after parents. Good storytelling, but difficult.
I'm sorry, I don't want to assume
No.
anything.
Sorry, no, I'm cool. It's fine.
Just,
Don't know parents anymore.
What's that?
Nothing. Nothing. Why do you ask?
Well, just been thinking through some things and the changes that are happening around us, and wondering if it might be time to move on from here. I mean, not that this isn't my home, you know, this isn't where we came from, but it's been a safe place for a while, you know? But I don't belong here. I'm not sure where I belong.
If you could go anywhere, where would you go?
Huh. I genuinely don't know. Sorry, I'm such a downer. Where would you want to travel to?
Same as you, yeah. I know she's. Wherever. Yeah, just
Yeah.
traveling's fun, unless you don't like travel. It's fine.
I don't really know if I do like traveling. That's the thing.
Yeah. Same.
Maybe it's time to try that.
Yeah.
Side note, Jesse. From what Elros gave Chaser, would she know where she needs to go to find? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, like he said, he has a bow ready for you, a crew ready for you. He like the information he will give you and the crew members already have are directions to where they found you, and then
Gotcha.
from there it's kind of like they have a guessing game, but it's closer than it was when you first got to we were first found, basically.
Like they've gathered more information.
Yeah, they've gathered quite a lot of more information, yeah. But not, like, they don't have, like, okay, we're going to go here, and then here, and then here. It's like, we're going to go here, and then we kind of already looked over here, and we've already looked over here, so we're going to try here.
Okay. So a little bit of process of elimination.
Yeah.
And the book, is it in a different language, or just had symbols on it that were on, like...
It had symbols on it. There is some common words on there.
Okay.
In the book, but it is a lot. It's like bigger words and a lot more elaborate connections between different words and different not pronunciations, but like languages. Different languages are also a part of it. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Can I see the book? Like, is it?
I don't know. Does she have it out? Do you have it out?
You have it out?
No, I'd say it's probably in my little sack. So Chaser reaches into her bag and takes the book out and goes, I got this book recently, and I think it might be the key to where to go next. So, well, I don't want to dump this on you. I just feel I need to talk to somebody.
No, go
My
ahead.
uncle...
Dump him. Don't dump me. But like, we're not dating. Go ahead. Say anything. Say whatever you want to say.
Thanks. I've always felt like I didn't really fit in here, you know? Not quite like the other Fae9. I'm clearly not like Hava or my uncle. I mean, you saw what happened at dinner the other night. It just left me speechless, to be honest. I thought I'd kind of grown accustomed to that over the years, but I don't know. The violence, the, dare I say, love for the gore is... I don't know. Their hearts are good, and I do know that. Just from my position, it's always seemed so excessive, and I always wondered, why is it that I'm the only one that feels that way? I'm the only one that cringes at the, not just the violence, just their passion, their drive. It is just unlike anything I've ever personally experienced. Well, come to find out, I'm really not from here. My uncle came and talked to me the other day, or yesterday. Feels like a lot longer already. And turns out they found me someplace, and he's given me everything I need to go back there to find it. Anyhow, I know most people are packing up to head out here, and now I have this other thing in front of me, a place that I could go, but it's entirely foreign. My path ahead of me is completely unknown, and that scares me. Have you ever felt that way?
Yeah, and I think the reader is just like casually sitting on the beach now, just to be her level. She was like, yeah, I've never really, like, one time I had a friend who agreed with a lack of violence, but it's been a while since somebody's actually said something like that. I totally agree. There's some bad people. There's been bad people in my life who've been very been very gory, and it was, yeah. And Jesse, do I recognize the book? Because I feel like I may. Do I?
Roll insight, maybe? I mean, I'm going to say it's a very high roll as well. You have to
20.
at least get natural 20? You would...
Did you roll a natural 20?
He did. He rolled a natural 20. You would recognize probably a lot of what is being said and a lot of what's been written. There are a few things where it's still kind of like I don't understand like what a building is. Like they, instead of like a castle or a fort or something like that, like something medieval, it's more modern-esque.
Chasers from the future. Chasers from the future.
Just a smarter culture that has already developed other technologies that this particular kingdom hasn't. Apparently.
Exactly.
Sorry, Luke.
So
What were you saying?
No, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like Caesar or Celeste's. But...
No. It's not necessarily magical. That's the difference. It's not magical. It's more science.
I'd be like, this is so cool. What is this? Where did you get this?
And
sorry, I was listening. I didn't
and
get lost
you do, if you really looked into it, which you, I guess, with the natural 20 you did, you do recognize that this spot that she keeps talking about is referenced for something, but you're not 100% sure what it is. But you know it's referencing something. Yeah.
But sorry, I don't know where it is.
You don't know what it's referencing fully, but you know that the spot that Chaser keeps saying is in the book, and it is something. Yeah.
Actually, can I roll for insight too?
You've already done that.
I have.
Yeah, you did that You did that when you first got the book.
Or
did you?
I guess I was thinking like overnight she would have been like pouring over it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. You can roll insight with advantage this time.
That's only a 10.
Yeah, you're getting like every fifth word. You're moving forward in it, but it's still hard for you to comprehend what's being written.
She's too like distracted by everything she's just taken in and not really thinking clearly.
Your forte is chasing things, so I'll take the book and I'll read it.
A reader.
So, yeah. Whoa. Do you know where this is?
I haven't really been able to figure it out. I've spent all night looking over it. I'm exhausted. I just think my mind's not really clear as usual right now. Can you make sense of it?
You didn't make this? This has a lot of technological stuff.
No, I didn't. But apparently it's from my people, my clan, wherever I came from, which, isn't here.
Do you want to go find them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the question I've been grappling with, because 24 hours ago, I was pretty sure of who I was. And now this opportunity is in front of me to possibly uncover an entirely new reality and identity. And that's scary. But what happens if I pass it up, I feel like this is the path that's being laid before me.
There's a lot of chances to travel, I've learned from my experience, but nowhere as important as this. If you take my advice, you're much smarter than me, but I would do it.
You would?
I would go find these people. Find your people. I'm sure Hava might join. She's family, right?
Well, I mean, yes and no, apparently. We're not blood, if that's what you mean. And there's a little bit of relief in that. But
why didn't Hava tell me?
Why didn't she tell you?
Yeah.
I don't think she knew. I certainly didn't know.
Another thing that I know that Hava doesn't? No.
Are you okay? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have dumped this on you.
No. Good.
Wrong place, wrong time, I guess, reader. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Sorry, you're adopted?
Yep, there you go.
I think people should tell. Well, dogs should be known. Dogs should know when they're adopted. I think.
I agree. I would have been really helpful to know this a long time ago. I don't really know why we waited, but so you think I should go?
So this is leading to your real parents?
I mean, I guess I hadn't even really thought that far. I just thought it was, my land where I came from. But I suppose, yeah, my parents could be there.
Mm-hmm. He holds onto the blanket tighter. He's just like, you have to do this. If I had the chance to do this, I would. Let's do it. Come on.
You think I should go?
Yeah, I'll come with you if that helps. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry for not inviting myself.
You would? And she starts crying.
And I think he like whispers because he's like not worried. It's like, is this cool to say, Caesar? I would travel to the ends of the world with you. What do I say? Quick!
No, don't say that. Don't just say yeah, of course. That's or say I love to. Yeah.
Yes, of course. I love you. I love to. I would love to travel the world with you.
I don't know where we'd end up. I can't promise you any outcome or any safety or
Will you be there?
Yes.
It's good enough for me.
Reader, I can't tell you. I don't know how this makes me feel.
I'm sorry.
She's like internally conflicted because she's like, wow, that's a really, really, really big thing to say. And like, she feels like it's selfish to just accept it because he'd be leaving so much. So I guess she'll ask, you'd be leaving everything behind. That's not a question, that's a statement. Is that okay?
What is a friend? What is when you can have the world? Darn it. Yes, it's fine. I'll go. Yes, I would love to go with you. A debate between a guy that hates me for not being a sheriff, a guy who hates me because he can't take all my money, a guy who hates me because I didn't plant a tree, Elros in general, versus doing what I love and traveling and with you, with who I love, with you. It is a super easy answer for me, of course.
I don't think I could have done this alone.
Well, we're together now. I mean, like I'll go with you.
I do want you to come with me, Reader. And you made this, an easy decision. And I don't know how else I could have stepped into this unknown. It's funny. I don't feel like we've known each other we've known each other, I guess, a bit now. But you're the first one who seems to get me here. No one does. Thank you. And she's gonna like rest her head on his something. I don't know where he's sitting next to her shoulder.
Yeah, I guess that would it be bicep or just to be like?
Does it matter?
Specifically, Reader's bicep. We just say this is at sunset, just to complete the. Crickets are chirping.
It also means like Lee's. This is Lee's favorite thing, in what I imagine, is a romantic subplot that's like the best one ever, and B, Goro doesn't have to tolerate Reader anymore. So.
That's in both worlds.
It is hashtag love always wins. Period.
If that trends and nobody's drawn fan art by that point.
Well, what Adriana just said, I'm not so sure that you want to draw any fan art. I like to be honest, so just saying.
So to kind of come together, you both have made your decision to go. Hava, he doesn't know anything about this. She's getting ready to leave with King Elros.
Time to talk about our lovely sponsors. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Time for a serious moment. I've lost many people to mental health issues, some family members and some friends, and had some close calls otherwise. No one should suffer alone. With BetterHelp, You can find a therapist that suits you. You can change your therapist if after some time it's just not working for either of you. BetterHelp aims to find an effective way to provide therapy in a number of different ways, such as video, text, and chat. If you are a bit uneasy about talking on the phone or doing a video chat or face to face even, a simple text is just as good. You can find the help that you need during those moments of mental struggles. If you want to give BetterHelp a try, click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/RATP. Clicking the link helps support this podcast, and it also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. Don't suffer alone. Reach out to BetterHelp today.
Do you want to? I don't know. What do you want to do, Hava? Do you want to quickly check on Raider? Do you want to just assume that he's coming with you? Like,
yeah, I think I would say, we'll ask King Elros, like, if instead of Blaine Joy riding with us, because he mentioned that maybe Reader could join, ride with us instead.
roll persuasion on that, because he's not too fond of Raider.
I was thinking that, not too fond of Reader, plus if he happens to stop by the beach, it's going to be chaos.
24. I rolled 24.
I'm just going to roll resist just in case. Yeah, he gets not a 20, dirty 20. So he's like, I guess. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll go find him.
Yeah, go find
I'll go find him. Okay. So she's going to go look for Reader.
Cool. You see these guys in a way having a deep conversation, and you're kind of coming to the end of that.
Reader. Oh, hey. King Elros, King Dad King, he said that you could ride with us in the cool he kicked out Blaine Joy, so we don't have to worry about her, but you could ride with us. I'm sorry. Sorry, did I interrupt?
No, it's fine. It's about okay.
Yeah.
Frightened from like 7 different things.
Wait, what's happening? Wait, what? I'm confused. What's happening?
Yeah. It's like auntie, but I'm trying to think. It's got a bag, right? Just be oh man.
Reader?
That was me. I will say that was Luke, but I'm gonna say that was your said. It's just
Chaser, what's going on? Do you want to ride with us too? I'm sure that would be okay.
You look like you're all ready to go, huh?
Oh yeah, we're just about to pack up and go. I'm gonna see PJ again. Yeah, it'll be good.
I'm so happy for you, Hava.
Reader really opens up his bag and just drops everything. Be like, I forgot to pack. I guess I can't come.
Wait, what?
Darn You're it. It's not today.
Hava, no. I have something to tell you really quick. I'm not going with you guys.
Wait, what? Where are you going?
I have another journey I need to take. Turns out you and we have less in common than I thought, but also more in common than I thought. You know the feeling, right? Of growing up with the otter folk and not really knowing where you came from.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And now you're back here and you're going through that, and that's awesome. I am not really one of you guys. I'm adopted. Just found that out yesterday. I don't really belong here. And the king, well, he gave me, some information about where I'm from, and it's time for me to go. And
oh wow, that's crazy. Oh wow, I hope that sounds like a crazy adventure. I wish I could go with you, but I gotta go to the Golden Kingdom. But wow, that sounds pretty cool. I wish you the very best, Chaser. It was so good nice to get to know you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And, I wish you the best of luck. And I wish I could have met this PJ. He sounds awesome. I'm so glad that you have a friend like that and, someone who would go with you to the ends of the earth.
Oh, that's so great. So Hava's going to give Chaser a hug. Well, good journeys for you, and I hope that you find your family, just like I found mine. All right, Reader, let's go.
She's going to like look over at Reader. Chaser looks over at Reader like a little bit like waiting for him to talk, but also like this moment of fear of like, what if he changes his mind?
What is around? Is it just like purely the beach and then nothing else, or is there like different houses?
So there's like a few tents, but they're really far out. If you guys are on the shore, yeah, you just
like how far?
Like your tent, you saw her from your tent, so I would say maybe about 60 feet.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna grab, I guess the branch from before and just be like, Hava, fetch, throw it, and go behind one of the tents and change like forms. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Just run back. Be like, what? Where'd Reader go? But it's clearly still him.
Reader really gonna dodge this conversation again?
Apparently
he forms back into a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog, but then he like runs at the same speed, so it's obvious it's still him. But okay.
I don't think Hava would get distracted by this. But can I roll? I guess.
No, I'll just go ahead. Be like, okay. I have something I need to tell you. It's about your family and it's about your family and something I needed to tell you for a long time now. And I feel like I probably should. Puts his hand on her shoulder, but kind of weighing it down because it's just like a big arm. I have a crush on your cousin.
Well, I kind of knew that already.
What?
It's okay. What?
I knew you know that I knew your birth and all that. Okay, good. Okay.
Wait, what? What?
What? You didn't know about that?
What? How? Reader, were you keeping this from me the whole time?
Runs behind the tent again. Turns into moose form and be like, where'd that weird dog go? I did. Caesar and I have been friends for quite a while. And this is going to be a very, very lore-heavy episode. I'm sorry. But a reader has to say everything that he knows. He says that in character as well. I was the one who gave you to the Otter Village. It was a hard decision for me, and I had to say goodbye to a lot of friends, and I gave you to the Otter Village to save you, and it is something that's haunted me for years now. It was something that I couldn't. I have hurt people. I don't like that. I've made individual tombstones for them and everything. I that has haunted me, and I've stolen morally right because they were bad people and all of these things, and I've grown to live with it, but that's I couldn't live with myself after that. So when I found out that was you, that was hard for me, and I'm really sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I should have, and I just couldn't. So I think there was a part of me that just hoped your dad would say something more.
Telling me this, I mean, I feel a little hurt that you didn't tell me like right away. I mean, like, come on, we've known each other for
On the plus side, that's not the worst thing I've done.
Reader, but so I mean, I had a great family with the otters, so I mean, I thank you for giving me to such a caring family. I can't blame you for doing that. That's like a noble character, and I see that in you, Reader. That's why I knew we were going to be friends right as soon as I first saw you. That's why That's why I knew you were good. I knew you were a good moose. And so, oh wow. Thanks for telling me that.
And I promise I won't keep any other secrets from you, because
Oh.
I'm gonna go to that battle with you. And he turns around immediately and goes, I'm kidding. I'm gonna still travel with you. I'm still planning on leaving with you.
What's happening?
Oh, darn it.
What are you doing? You're not coming with us, Reader?
I think I've run out of run, so I can't turn back into the dog. Sits down again and I don't know, grabs an orange or something, just be like, I'm so sorry, here you go.
Oh, you're going with Chaser, aren't you? She's gonna figure that. He doesn't have to say that. She's gonna figure that out because she knows he has a crush on him already.
Wait, she's got a crush on him?
No, she knows that you have a crush on Chaser, so she figures that out. I think she's smart enough to figure that out at this point. And you know what? I think, yeah, she figured that out. So you're going with Chaser, aren't you?
Wait, I can identify her rage, right? Because we've spent so much time together. Is this rage?
No, this is not rage.
Yeah, I've said too much. Runs away and tries to hide behind Chaser, but clearly.
Reader, it's fine. I mean, I get it.
Wait, you do?
Yeah, I mean, you do really like her, and
Don't.
What? Oh, well, I mean,
Oh,
I don't know if you can see Dog's blush, but
I mean, yeah, it makes sense that you're going. I totally, I support that. I know you don't like all this fighting anyway, and that's kind of what we're gonna go do right now, probably. So, like, I support you, Reader. If you wanna go on this voyage with Chaser, I wish you well. I hope that your journey goes well.
I hope your travels go well as well.
Oh, okay, thanks. Group
And
hug!
with that, you guys do an amazing group hug, kind of awkward hug. It's always
I was gonna
awkward.
say, I'm gonna try to do better, and if I can still turn into a dog to make it easier.
Sure.
Dog, but
Yeah, you can do one more. So you're all dogs, you're all hugging, and now it's kind of the time to transition to you guys are. So Hava, you are getting in the wagon with your father and setting off. And Chaser and Reader, you guys are kind of getting ready to go on. Are you taking the ship, or are you guys gonna go on your own? Just you two?
I mean, I feel like he kind of prepared everything, right?
Yeah.
So I might see what's there, and like there were people too, right?
Yeah. There's a whole crew.
Yeah. I'd like trim it down some and just keep who's necessary because we don't need a crowd.
Oh yeah, so that's kind of how you guys set off in different directions. We say goodbye to Chaser and Reader, and say hello to a new future for Hava and see what to come with that. So what we'll do now is we'll firstly say thank you to Ariana for joining us through this time. This will be probably her last time as Chaser and part of the Animal Kingdom. We don't know what the future holds, but she's been she's been an amazing guest. And goodbye to Reader, but who knows? But Luke is still with us. He's gonna do his next character.
He's the
leaving.
first he's the first character to have his own subplot, mate. He's literally got his own side series. Come on, he branched out before any of us. Like, we haven't even signed a contract for like Hava and Goro's adventures and PJ's adventures and whatever. No, he already got his. As part of his contract, we're going to do a sub series already. Living the dream.
Yes. So Reader will, unless all of Hermit Chronicles has been released by this time, you'll still see him in Hermit Chronicles, and who knows? Again, him and Chaser could be back at some point. We don't know.
I was thinking like, there's going to be a new where there's 3 that all contain Reader.
Exactly.
No,
That's what's going to
not
happen. The
necessarily.
subplot. There's another sub-series coming.
You're
like,
not that
seriously.
special, reader. Okay.
Wow.
I'm
Shots.
sorry.
For
That
the
was
record,
really
Shots
mean.
fired across the bow
sorry,
right
that was
there of
really
that
mean.
ship.
Hey,
take it
Ariana,
back,
if you
I take
want to
it
be
back.
on for more episodes, hey, I will totally create a spin-off. I don't mind.
That's what's happening, mate. That's it. She's going to sign on for another
But
spin-off.
yeah,
Okay,
so
but for the record, everyone has to draw fan art first.
okay.
To prove that you
gosh.
like the character of Reed.
So what we're gonna do now is we're going to do a transitional time for Hava and Goro. Of you guys are traveling. It's gonna take about a month and a half. Not because it's other times you've traveled, it's taken a few days here and there. But this time it's because all the roadblocks, all the encounters you're gonna face, and trying to gather all these people, make sure everybody's fed. Like, it's going to be a long process. So that's why it takes so long.
We're mustering the Rohirrim, and it takes a while.
Exactly. Oh, and FYI, I was 100% going to kill Reader this episode if he didn't have this.
Yeah. I was so waiting for that, Jess. Good job.
If he wasn't going to go with you,
This guy.
Chaser or Ariana.
I was going to say, I bet he was going to be like the biggest cock tease. Just leave her on the beach going like, I kind of like you, but yeah, in a bit, and just leave.
No.
Brutal.
Saved him. This is the second time I try to kill something of Readers.
Yeah, man.
Luke's.
You're like literally trying to kill Luke's characters all the time. Like, it's brutal.
Even outside of rolling across the pond, you
Oh,
always kill me. Yeah.
But
He just has it out for you, bro. That's honestly all it is.
You gotta watch out for Gun. Gun's gonna
so-
try to kill me.
I will maybe explain in a tea break why, but we'll see. So with these moments, this month and a half, what is Goro kind of working on? What's going on? You guys have a few encounters here and there. What are you doing?
So obviously he didn't really realize who Caesar was. So when Caesar kind of brought up Leaf, and he basically overpowered him for the first time ever, because he didn't really do that with Darren, just saying. Realized probably not the best idea. So with that, he's just been really pissed off. Like, literally his whole world is literally imploded. Like, all the people he kind of knew, he probably murdered. He murdered a king. His best mate died. He's just a mixed bag of emotions. Will Ferrell's quote from Anchorman? He's a glass case of emotion. Is probably the best way of describing it. Milk was a bad choice. But he basically has received a letter from his mum. Now, we touched on it a little bit once, that his mum keeps in touch with him via a hawk. Don't ask me how. She's amazing. Mums are amazing, period. And basically, she's heard of his actions at the kingdom, and has basically kind of had a real solid heart-to-heart with him, basically saying, you are your father's son, but you are not your father. You have a completely different heart. Remember what we used to do when we were younger, whenever you had these issues of rage. Meditate, find yourself, and use that rage that's building up inside you, not on yourself to destroy the ones around you, but destroy the people that are close to you, destroy the people that are against you. So through this time, obviously we've had encounters, and I've got to know Caesar and PJ again, because I really didn't like PJ at one point, so that was fun. So we've kind of mended bridges, and through my times traveling, I've kind of really gone back to meditation and kind of going back to like what my mum installed me before my dad molded me into the weapon that I am. And through those kind of really cool times of meditating and training and stuff like that, funny enough, I've got some really cool like stillness of mind and evasion, should we say, due to being in the monk class, which is kind of cool. But I've kind of like rallied everyone around me to basically realize I ain't no joke, but also don't push buttons. But he is kind of like calm now. But he is also, his mum says there is a way of connecting to the other side. It's incredibly hard to do. And basically he wants to talk to Leaf and just literally have his peace. Like he said his piece at the funeral, but he wants to kind of have he wants to kind of connect with him for one final time to basically ask him why he did it and why, and because it's still conflicting in him, but pretty much at the end of the day, Goro knows he's part of something that's way bigger, even though he has probably done the most silliest things with his actions. He now has to live with those actions and consequences. So he's just trying to figure out from there. And yeah, he's just kind of, let's just say he's a brute. He is a force of nature, but he's kind of, he's just kind of gone back to remembering his roots before all the rage and how to control it, if you will.
Amazing. And so in mechanical sense, what ability score does he increase? What are you thinking? Like intelligence or wisdom or charisma?
Well, funny enough, no, he doesn't need charisma. He just scares the shit out of people by looking at them.
Sure.
So basically, his dexterity has gone up because basically going against certain different foes and working alongside like Caesar's team and stuff like that, he's basically learned how to use items, even though in his training he's not really supposed to use any kind of items.
Cool.
You know, his fists pretty much do the talking and his kicks, etc. But he's basically learned how to do some things, which is hopefully going to come into fruition in a not too distant future. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes with the guy. So yeah, my dexterity goes up by 1, which, if you really want to know, guys, is trash anyway. So it might never even happen. So yeah, he's just decided to become a little bit more lighter on the toes, should we say.
Amazing. Hava, kind of the same question. It's been about a month and a half. You're traveling with your father and his people, and you're alone for the first time, I think, in a long time.
Yeah, all these dogs that I'm around are not familiar to me. Like I haven't, like, I mean, Hava is such a friendly person though that she'll like begin to make friends with people pretty quickly, but it does feel a little disconcerting for her because she's like, just, it feels like she should be like enjoying this time and feeling at home right now, but part of her feels like this doesn't feel quite right. Like it does in a sense, because she knows this is her people, but part of it is like she's just not used to it, and she misses her otter folk family, and so she's feeling a little bit lonely, but also always interested in continuing to make friends and getting to know other people, except for Blaine Joy, who she continues to have arguments with throughout this travels, and she plays pranks on her, and yeah, and so she's trying to, you know, thwart Blaine Joy wherever she can, and but as far as like just all the things that she's gone through, she's beginning to understand a little bit more, like why her father has been doing this, and like and she's so she's starting to be a little bit more, she's able to make decisions based off of a little bit more of logic rather than just emotion and stuff, just from life experience and stuff. So as I was thinking what skills she would likely have increased during these journeys and stuff, I think she would gain wisdom during these trials and stuff. So so just the logistical question, so I am raising my wisdom by 1 point, and then is that right, Jesse? Okay. And then if it's I still don't have great wisdom, but if it's wisdom is 13, does that mean my modifier is still 1, or is that 2 now? It's still 1. Not until I get to 14 does it become 2. Okay, I wanted to make sure. So I mean, technically it's a little better, but my modifier is still 1. You know, it's fine. But she did gain some wisdom on her trials and her and this journey. So
great. And with leveling up, you also get the fury. Something. What's fury?
Feral
something?
instinct.
Feral instincts.
Yes. Right. So I've become I've gained advantage on my initiative rolls, so I can always hopefully get a better higher position on the initiative, because she wants to attack first basically, and also is also not able to be surprised, or she can be surprised, but she does not, it doesn't affect her ability to reason and stuff, as long as I'm going into a rage. So yeah.
Cool. And you learn that from playing tricks on playing Joey.
Yeah. Exactly.
Great. No, that's perfect. And so our adventurers head out. I mean, the two that have already left on their voyage across the sea, and those others, the other two that have that are going to the Volden Kingdom. Now, let me give you an insight on what's happening with the Volden Kingdom.
Now, with the royal family dead in the Volden Kingdom, the people of the Volden Kingdom are in chaos. They have no one to listen to. Their peaceful and ignorant existence of lavish and luxury has been interrupted, not just by the royal family dying, but now they have a pyramid in the kingdom, and the pyramid is spreading some sort of sand, some sort of like desert decay. Wow, try saying that. This decay is, well, it's hurting people. And so animals try and go through it, and they either get sucked into it or die from it. And the other political powers of the Volden Kingdom are losing control. So the Volden Kingdom is actually being split between a militia that is forming through Goro's dad, as well as the small amount of King Elros's troops that have infiltrated and are taking back the Volden Kingdom. But then there is actually a part of the Volden Kingdom that they had enough sense, enough time to barricade or protect themselves in some way, and they're calling themselves the peace treaties. And they don't want to fight, but they don't want to give back their homes. They don't want to be overrun by another ruler. They want independence. They want democracy. They want freedom of life and all that it comes with. That kind of sums it up. We shall see what happens in the final arc. Here we go.
And I want to say that's the end of the episode. I don't know if you guys agree with that. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Thank you for playing. Wonderful time. Yeah, I had great. I loved basically listening to this story. I didn't really do very much, which is fantastic for me.
Especially with your little daughter there.
Exactly. She's been
causing a ruckus.
Crazy noisy. So we'll hear a bit of pop in there, both audio link and her character. But yeah, thank you. Yeah. And hopefully enjoy, and we will hopefully remember these two, and hopefully they come back.
Thanks for listening. Go ahead over to our Instagram at Rolling Across the Pond and follow us for little snippets of audio and just updates on when we are posting. You could check that out on our Instagram. Go to our website for more information, bios, other links to where you can get to our Patreon if you want to support us more. And so you can check out our website, which is rollingacrossthepond.com. And yeah, you could send us messages there, or voice messages, or email us and get fan art there. If you guys want to submit fan art to us, you can email that to us, and apparently do something with Reader. He's begging. And so and tell your friends. We would love to have more people listening, and so thanks for being here with us through thick and thin, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.